everybody. Hi. I'm so excited again. Like it's the first day that when we started this show. Welcome to the Team Magazine, the Pastor John H. McReynolds and the HHS, presented by Mayor Stephen Fulop, Open Conversations. As you know, I am your host. I am Tamika McReynolds, and I am proud to be a part of the HHS department. I'm proud to just be a part of just so we can be able to rock for our kids. I'm proud that I could sit here. Y'all know how I don't like sitting. I like jumping around like a crazy person. We are live. Y'all like my little wig, y'all? Look, I didn't get my hair done. Don't be cracking and don't say nothing smart about my hair. It will be done. I had to just go get something. It's real cute, right? Yay! Makeup by Tamika from Monique's Techniques. Monique, hi everybody. Hi. I'm just so excited. So, as you guys know, we are on. We are live. We've been on live every week, every Wednesday, starting at 3 o'clock with our Pastor John H. McReynolds Team Magazine, that Mayor Stephen Fulop, which I love to death. I love my director, Stacey Flanagan, that allowed us to be able to put this project together, to be able to rock out until the end of November. We are rocking. Here we go. So let me tell you, just to give you a recap. I'm waiting for my boss to get. I think she's on now. Guess what? She is on. Let's get my boss on. Director Stacey Flanagan. Is she there?
Hi.
Hi, Director.
Hi, how are you today?
I'm good. Director, I got a wig on. Listen.
I see the hair. And
I got a little bun, $9, honey. I'm going to get you one. You're going to wear one next week with me. You and I going to be twins.
No, I have a fabulous updo.
So you have your updo. How are you, boss lady?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I know you're running, as you always are, rocking for our city and making sure our kids and community, seniors, and everybody are good. But I'm so glad and honored that you're able to get on every week to be able to just say hello to everybody. So, Director, this week, I know you know, we got a special guest on. I know you're not going to stay on, but just so you know, Paul made it happen. We got Lisa backstage from yoga.
Yeah. She's amazing.
I want her to just pop in to say hello to you. But again, Director, you have opened the doors for us to be able to do this work. And I'm just so proud that we can continue. So what is it that you want to share this week? I know you got to go, but tell me exactly what is your vision, what you want to share.
Look, the last time we chatted, I talked a little bit about making a day for coaching and being coached. And I think today, as we end one month and start a new one, yes. I think really important things of us moving forward in COVID is really understanding where we've been and where we're going. And so to not hold everything close and tight. And I'm sure Lisa can talk a little bit about letting go. Right. We've just moved seasons. We're now officially in fall. Some schools are starting more in person. We know that there's going to be some closure to sort of the beautiful weather. So maybe today's theme is a lot about letting go of some of the things that have been holding us up or holding us back and moving forward. And I think something that you've been very, our breakout room visionary about is about another.
It's okay.
That is appropriate. And so I think letting go, which enables us to move forward.
You know what, Director, I think that's really important because, and I'm a witness to this. Sometimes I don't know how to let go. And for you to even say this, I just had this conversation with my husband. Because sometimes we get angry and sometimes we can't let things go when we should because there's so many other things around us that are so serious and so more important. So I think that should be a part of the component of us moving forward with this mission. And everything that you have said has been a gift. Everything you have said has been given. Everything you have said we are executing. And we're not going to stop now. You get up on here every week, and I know I done interrupted your schedule, and I know how busy you are. I already know. and you have made it happen for us. And I think that will be the topic of this conversation today. Session is letting go. So we'll definitely make sure that we do that. Just because you're so inspiring. Do you want to say hello to Lisa before you go? Because I know that you gotta
Yeah.
go. Want to say hello to Pop Lisa
Yeah.
in? Or is
I'd
that
love to
Lisa?
say hello.
Lisa, there she goes.
Hi, Stacey. Good to see you. Busy as
Hi.
always. Tamika was absolutely right.
Yeah, good to see you. I felt
Yes,
like you might share the letting go, and your energy is very helpful in
I
helping
love
people
that.
sort of stay
I
the
love
course.
that.
Yeah.
Yes, and I love the idea when you say letting go to go forward, right? Because it's always easier if we can let go of what we don't need to hold on to. That's for sure.
And I
Yeah.
think that's something that I do think in our young people, and at least I know I was like this when I was younger. I was mad at something and I would stay mad, or I didn't know how to let go.
Right.
And I think you probably see this in your daily work, and I know Tamika sees this. It's like trying to find that space for us to, in order for us to grow, which, we talked about in the last few weeks, like coaching really helps us with. The next tier is like letting go, and I think that's where yoga is going to be really helpful for that space as well.
Yes, absolutely, because it helps us to validate too. And that's really important when it comes to our feelings, right? Our feelings aren't facts, but we need to validate them. So when we're feeling angry or we're feeling upset or hurt or something, it's we don't have to hide those things. We have to acknowledge them so we can deal with them and let them go. If we're not acknowledging them, we can never let them go, right? So that's an important step that we forget, that we try to not do sometimes because it can be scary or it can be makes us worry or feel anxious about dealing with issues. But conflict really is normal, whether it's internal or external.
Yeah.
And we all have the tools to resolve the conflicts and grow from them and learn and move on. So absolutely. We don't want to be afraid of our leaning into our feelings, but then acknowledging them and letting them go. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna say this. I know my boss has to go, and I just want to tell you this, boss, too. Congratulations, at least if you didn't know, and to everybody out there that's watching, we've had the privilege of actually to be able to take these virtual conferences during this week and last week. And my boss won this awesome award. She
Oh,
rocks
wow.
out. It was because of her service, and I know she don't like talking about it. I don't care, but that's why I'm here. And I literally I said to her, you just never know how somebody is going to inspire, not just me. I'm talking about it was a lot of people from different organizations, and it was Cause Marketing Conference, and it was amazing. And they saluted her for all the service that she does. And I know a lot of times it gets undone and unsaid to say thank you. And I'm
Yeah.
saying to you, boss, I know that award meant a lot to you. You deserve it. You deserve more than with the award, but I know it was very, very good to your heart. I want to say I salute you with my wig because you're not got my wig on today. I salute you because you are well deserved of it. I love you. I know you got to go, but any last words you want to say before you go, Director?
No, I think thank you. They just posted actually the video online like about an hour or two ago. It's really really nice. Lisa and Jen did a really great job. But yeah, I'm jumping off to get some more leadership training. The Kresge Foundation, where I am an emerging leader in public health, is hosting a health equality conversation about race and health interventions. And so, while this is important, I also need to learn. And so we're all in
Yeah.
the learning phase.
So you can lead it for us
Lead the
forward, right?
next steps.
The next steps. Well, Director, I love you. I love you. If you want to get back on, if we're still on, you can. If not, as always, mwah, mwah, mwah. Love you, baby. Love you. That's Stacey Flanagan, the director of HHS. As I said before, as you know, when people teach you and show you, you're supposed to teach others. And even before I started working in her department, literally she was teaching me, and she wasn't my boss, she wasn't my director, she wasn't any of those things, but she saw the work that several of us, not just myself, a lot of us were doing, and she actually took all of us. It was Frank Gilmore, it was myself, it was so many different people that she allowed us to go to Fordham University, and we were able to get leadership skills and get our mentorship to be able to be out here to mentor our children. So again, kudos to the director, to our mayor for having great leadership in our city to be able to rock out for us and to be able to continue to do the work that we do. So I say all of that. Is Jamila on? Again, because y'all know we live, right? So we just gonna rock out. Is the diva on yet?
Yes,
is the diva on?
How are you? Yes, I think you all balled up today.
Oh, no, diva, my $9 wig, till I go get my hair done. Look.
Yes.
Hi, Jamila. How are you?
Hi. So we have our team star on as well today. For Day is in the building.
In the building.
Yes.
Hello.
So we are making progress with Teen Magazine. Teen Magazine, as you know, is all about mentorship, right? Opportunities for advancement. And last week, we didn't get a chance to finish up with the day because his phone cut off. But for those of you that are watching, he won basically a stipend to be able to start his own business. Fade is a rising hip hop artist, but he's also a record label owner. So what he decided to do with his money is to use it for marketing and promotions. So for Day, last week you was telling us a little bit about it, but you got cut off. So we're hoping that your Wi-Fi is all the way set this week. And good. I see you looking, got your little hair. Looking good out there.
Thank you.
Well, before you start, Fade, do me a favor, and I know Jamila's been coaching you. She's doing an awesome job. Just do me a favor. Just tell everyone, and I want Lydia to make sure when we put his name up there that he's from Dickinson High School, because you're repping Jersey City. I want you to tell people what high school you go to, the name of your principal. We love Dr. Walker on what he's doing and all the great leadership. And just give us the background of how we started at your door to where you're at now with Jamila T. Davis, the diva that's rocking out with you. So people will know that's tuning in that can say, oh, you know what? I got to follow this dude, because guess what? I could be in his same shoes. So give us a little gist of it and then tell us about the journey what Jamila had just said.
Okay, no problem. So it was like a big type of journey, unexpected actually. So I go to Dickinson High School. I'm from Jersey City. A lot of people know that. Local celebrity, but we're not gonna go into that.
Claim it.
So I go to Dickinson High School, and I got into contact with Teen Magazine when they showed up at my door, and I had no recognition of it at all. And I was about to come out. I was going to come out in a vest until my sister told me to dress accordingly, and then I got connected with amazing people that affected me. Yeah.
So
and then
tell me about what you're doing now.
Yeah, so after that, I got connected with the competition that intrigued me. So I made sure I had to get connected with the competition, and I won like I knew I was going to, and now I'm over here.
Okay, you're over here doing what? So let's now kind of break down where we are and then what our next steps, because people are watching your journey. Fade is important, and that's why we have you up here, because they want to see you grow, right? So let them know what you did with your first $375 and where you are at with that.
Okay, so with the first $375, I purchased a playlist pushing campaign, which pushed my music to playlists. So right now, I think I'm at 5 playlists with my song.
So explain to them what that means, what 5 playlists means, for those that don't understand it.
Okay, so say each playlist has 30,000 monthly listeners. If my song is on one of those playlists, I'm eventually gonna get played on, and they gonna listen to who is he, and they actually follow my Spotify and just tune into me. So if I'm on 5 of those, each of them have different type of numbers, that's like more traffic, more different new audiences.
That's right. So tell us now what's next steps, because now we're working together. We're in this together. We are determined together through Teen Magazine to blow you up. You called yourself the neighborhood celebrity, but we want you to be the worldwide celebrity, straight out of of Jersey City.
That's
so
right.
we're going to put some love and support behind you. So tell us what is next.
Okay, so what's next is the ad studio, Spotify ad studio, which is like a Facebook ad studio, which is very big. So me and my manager, we're planning on releasing the music video. So with the money from the Spotify, I'm gonna like make a video, and then it's gonna be like an ad campaign. So like how you see YouTube ads, all etc. is gonna be on the Spotify ads to get more traffic.
Yet? No? You just went out. We can't hear you. Can you hear us?
No, we didn't shoot the video yet. Like we're talking about ideas right now.
So Tamika,
yes,
it looks like a way for us to kind of get.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Can you hear us? We would like to bring our students.
Yes.
Can you hear us?
For day.
Every week it does this.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you can hear us. Okay. Yeah, we got to make sure.
We would like to bring our studio audience in the behind the scenes to see you record your video. How about that? Would you like the world to see what's going on in regards to your music video?
I can tell by his face. He ain't saying, we can't hear him, Jamila, but I'm going to tell you a story. He's like, well, there you go.
Yes. We just got to do it on a Tuesday. So we got to put you in the schedule on a Tuesday. And how about we come and be behind the scenes and really give viewers a chance to actually see what it takes to make a music video and what happens behind the scenes. So I would love if we could get that footage of you so we can continue to document your journey to success. How about that?
I don't know why is.
But don't worry, we're gonna get it right.
We're gonna get it right. But you know what? And I know Fade is excited because I can see his face.
I'm down. I would love the opportunity for you guys to come over. Of course.
Okay, you keep going in and out. We can't hear you, so that's why. But we know you excited. Can you hear us now?
Yeah, he's delayed. He's delayed. Well, let's continue to talk about this because this is important for folks that are listening in to see the transformation and just to understand the impact of Teen Magazine and the opportunities that we are able to afford through incredible sponsorships and partnerships of amazing people that all join forces together to do incredible things for our students. So Fade is a protege of the Teen Magazine competition, and we continue to accept now more and more and more videos, and we're looking to give more students this one-on-one mentorship opportunity and funding, right?
Absolutely.
This is the next level. Is that right, Tamika?
No, absolutely. I'm so excited, and you just make me want to jump out of my seat because everything that you say and pouring into not only just for Fade, but the people that are watching, people thinking this doesn't happen to me. It doesn't happen in Jersey City. It doesn't happen in Newark. It doesn't happen in Irvington. It happens everywhere. It's just when the opportunity comes, you got to be ready to open up the door. So when that happens, and I'm sitting up here saying, and I've never seen Fade in my life. As many schools I done been to, how many people I done rocked out for, to show up at his door right in our hood here for Dickinson High School, it's a blessing. It's amazing. So with this journey, Jamila, and this is what I want to do. We have huge surprises, not only for Fade, but for the kids at all 8 high schools that we have committed to do because of Stacey Flanagan and because of the mayor here in our city and because of Pastor John H. McReynolds. I am so honored that you have cleared your schedule to be able to take this journey and be able to rock with this young man. So what I need to know is that, number one, Fade got to give us a schedule. to let us know when is the next step as far as shooting the video, because I'm gonna be on the video.
No
Whatever.
worries, Tamika. I'll be on with his manager this week. That is on this week's things to do list. I need to talk to the manager so we can get it all set up, and we might end up being one of the background dancers or something. I don't know. We might have to put some of the rules together, right?
We're gonna do something.
That to you today, but we definitely want to show up and support you because we want to let you know that you are loved. And not only are you loved, we love all of the students in Jersey City. We want you guys to know that you can, despite what's going on, despite COVID-19, you can use this time wisely. We have funding for you. So follow us now on IG.
That's right.
Teen Magazine NJ again.
Right now.
Follow us at Teen Magazine NJ. DM us. Send us a video. All we require is a 1-minute video.
That's it.
What you want to do and why. Why is it important to you? And you can also have a chance of winning. You know, he is in the lines up for a couple $1,000. He's already at $375. We got some things for Fidel. Some things for the students too that are win these contests. So definitely, guys, if you haven't, follow us right now.
Follow us right now. And Fidel, what do you want to say if you're not delayed? Is that I want you to make sure your school is following us and your friends are following us, because it's important to have that support from your peers as well, because we may show up and knock at their doors. Next week, we're going to be knocking on doors. We're coming again, jumping out of cars and knocking on doors. So spread the word around, because we're coming back out into the community. What is your friend saying about it, Fidel? Are you able to answer that? It's still delayed.
It's delayed.
Yes.
It's delayed. Okay. So no, it's okay. So we got to make sure we get his system and make sure that he has.
I'm going to work on that. I'll work with management this week. We're going to get Fidel all the way up and popping. I'm just happy to have him on. I'm happy to be here with you today, Tamika. I'm so grateful for this opportunity and all of the wonderful things that you guys have going on. Before I sign out, I just want to remind viewers right now, follow us on IG at Teen Magazine NJ. It's going down. We are pulling up in the big trucks to your city, right? Not to a city near you, but to your city, okay? We got prizes. Make sure you enter. Let us know that it should be you and why. Why should it be you? What are you doing in school? What business ideas do you have? What amazing things do you know you can accomplish with a little bit of help? Let us know. We want to know that at Teen Magazine. And guess what? We could be at your door next. How about that?
How about that? And to my co-host, Jamila, listen, I know you have another engagement. And again, when I tell you, you make this easy for all of us here. We salute you, Diva. We love you, Diva. We love the work that you are pouring into our kids. And people say that other chicks can't work together, other females can't be as strong in their spot. It's a lie. Let me be clear.
That's right, because this is a pleasure to work with you. How about that?
No. I am honored and I love you dearly. I just wanted to let you know, if you're able to come back on. If not, we'll definitely talk behind the scenes, but you are the scene. You are the scene.
Expect a call and send me that manager's number, because Teen Magazine is coming to your video shoot. How about that?
We love you, Fidel. Love you, Jamila.
You guys, God bless. See you guys later.
Bye-bye. Wow. Fidel, I tell you no lie. I say, you never know what to expect on this show. And I tell you, we're rocking for these kids. That's our main purpose. That's our main goal. I say that because between the sponsors of MoHair Foundation, which Monique Techniques, they have actually just came into the community, not only blessing the kids, but blessing the women, the mothers, so they can get their hair done. We bless Staples. Just thankful for Walmart, for Don Sherrell, for Sherockdecor, from the staff, from Pastor McReynolds, like everybody with hands down BLESC, just everybody that's just a part of it. This young lady, and I'm going to say this right before I bring on Lisa, because Lisa, with the whole yoga and just the mental space, I am so honored that Lisa is taking time out of her schedule to be a part of this. And if you don't mind, let's bring Lisa on right now, Lydia. Let's bring her on right now. Hi,
Good
Lisa, again.
afternoon, Tamika. Good to see you again.
Lisa, I'm sure you got an opportunity to see us backstage, to be able to see us working with the kids from Dickinson and all the 8 high schools. But
Yeah.
I was sharing with the audience that I had the opportunity last week, 2 weeks ago, to join yoga with my boss, literally for the first time ever. I've never, ever thought about taking yoga, wasn't going to take yoga. And she said, I think it'd be good for us to just do like it just with that mental space and relaxation and all this good stuff. And then when you started joining at my center, which I'm the director of, I said, well, director, I'm gonna make sure it's opened up, make sure she's right, make sure she has everything she needs. And then now, look, you're on the show. You're on the show
Well, you're an
featuring.
incredible support. Thank you.
I know. I'm so excited. Lisa, I just wanted to just say to you, because you're opening me up as well. This whole the yoga thing for people that don't know, and I know a lot of people, they talk about it, but then you're like, I don't even know what they're talking about. Could you
Right.
just give us like a gist of it, and then I just explain to us for the people that are new, that have not been introduced to it, and that want to get up to be a part of it, and why is it so important?
Sure. Well, the first thing everyone can know about yoga is that anyone can do it, because yoga meets you where you're at. So physically where you're at, mentally where you're at, yoga will meet you where you're at. So you don't have to worry about, can I do something or not? That's not an issue when it comes to yoga. That's what's beautiful about it. It really does meet you where you're at. Secondly, yoga is a very subjective word because it has to do with many different facets or parts of our life. There's yoga shapes, we use the body to do different shapes. And so there's the physical aspect of it, and motion, using the body in motion, right? You see people doing yoga forms and flow, as they call it. So you see, but yoga is also the breath. And the breath is a huge part of being able to work with your body. So combining your understanding and awareness of your own body in partnership with your awareness of your breath at the same time really brings together the yogic experience. That experience of being able to observe what's going on and assess it for yourself and do something that will help to alleviate or help to increase energy or whatever your goal of the yoga at that moment is. So it's really about shapes and forms and motion with the body, but also working with the breath and combining those two in awareness. And it really impacts, we know through research, it impacts our nervous system in healthy ways. So that's really important. This yoga is actually well researched, and we call it efficacious. Right? It actually has known benefits that have been researched and duplicated. So that's important to understand. It really can help anybody with whatever you need to deal with.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. You know what? And you know what? And I don't think no one ever broke it down with the simplicity of it, so we can all understand it. Because I think that's the main part of when you're introduced to something, because it's
Right.
we were learning. And when I was doing yoga with my director, I was like, oh my God, like, could I do this? And it was just like something that I didn't never think that I could do. And then now when I saw you, I was like, oh no, Lisa ain't playing nowhere. Like, Lisa is not playing nowhere with it. I even came out and I went, to get my little mat and went on the side. You said, oh no, sweetie, you can't go on it because lopsided. I was like, oh, thank you, Jesus, because I didn't want to like embarrass myself or act like, I know what I'm doing.
No, never feel embarrassed, because, we're all learning, right? And that's the part of yoga. Yoga it's not one thing. So you never stop learning through yoga. I've been doing yoga since my early 20s, and I have not stopped learning from doing yoga. Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
It's
Oh my God. You look good too. Well, Lisa, I'm going to say this to you. You look amazing. I'm glad you're going to be there on Fridays. Let me just give the shout out under the division director, Paul Bellamere, that has set this up. He called me up and says, what do you think about yoga at the center? I said, I don't think. Just tell me what day you want to be there and we're there. So you're there at every Friday from it's 3 to 5:30. Am I saying that right? From 3 to 5:30.
3:30 to 5.
3:30 to 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yoga sessions is complimentary. I mean, of course, we practice social distancing. We're practicing, making sure that everybody is safe during
And
COVID.
we're providing mats, which is important to note.
No, go ahead. Say that again, Lisa.
We're
Say it again.
Mats. Yes, we're providing mats, beautiful mats for people to use and to keep, so you can reuse it and come back to the class every week.
Yes. Yes, and you are our instructor, and I couldn't go last week. I was out last week, but this week I will definitely be there. Look, see, my team is so great. They even got it up on the screen. See, this is why I love production.
Yeah, on top of it.
I love it. So Lisa is our yoga instructor, and it's going to be taking place at 3:35 at Bergen Avenue at the Maureen Collier Center. And everybody is invited. Everyone, you just come down, be able to enjoy, be able to open up. Because I think the main thing is people are like, who taking yoga? Well, guess what? I'm taking yoga, and I'm going to bring some folks to take yoga. And when Lisa, I think what made it good for me, because I watched you, even after my director had left, I was able to watch. And I was like, you know what? That's why you can't never say no, what you're not going to do, because now I done opened it up for the kids, for the youth, so they'll be able to know, because they think I'm cool and I'm hip. So if they think that I'm taking yoga, they're going to want to take yoga. So it's like it just works all the way around. Is there some tips? I know your schedule is crazy, and I want to thank you so much for even taking the time. Is there some tips or something that you can show us before you go, just to be able to let us know, to be introduced to a little bit of the yoga?
Absolutely. So with yoga, where I like to start is just through mindfulness or awareness. So just to increase your awareness, you can simply just be sitting in a chair, palms on your laps, face up or face down, whatever's comfortable for you. If your feet can go flat on the ground, that's great. If your feet are hanging, that's okay too. But just really start to breathe consciously. Start being aware of your breath in the moment you're in right now. And just inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth and becoming aware of your breath alone will help you to adjust your breath to become more relaxed. So once you're aware of of your breath, notice if it's starting in the chest or the belly, and you can always put a hand on the belly. And then if your breath is starting in the chest, which is also something we do as we breathe, try to redirect the breath to the belly. So the belly breathing, or diaphragmatic breathing as we call it, really helps us to get much more oxygen in the body. So you can slowly feel yourself getting more and more oxygen and opening up through the belly and the chest, just noticing it rising and falling. And you'll notice that this can bring more relaxation. Maybe the shoulders relax a little, maybe the chest relax a little, and you just continue to breathe and just be mindful of the breath. Just as you inhale and exhale, now you're breathing from the belly, so you're doing diaphragmatic breathing. That's the kind of breath you want to have to relax with, or to just clear your mind with. And then from here, you just can continue to breathe, and also you can just be aware of any areas of stress in the body right now. So maybe you feel something in the shoulders. You can explore maybe something's going on in the chest or the belly for you, in the hips, in the legs. Just breathe to those areas of tension and just fully exhale all the stale air out, and just notice that even those areas of stress or areas of tension in the body will start to loosen up using the breath. The breath is a wonderful tool for us to use, but we have to become aware of it first and foremost. We have to acknowledge it and start directing it. And it can help us to find just really immediate peace and centeredness. And that's just the beginning. That's just the beginning of what yoga can bring, and breathing and mindfulness and awareness. So and that's very simple, but you have to be mindful and aware for yourself. That's the important thing.
You know what? And I was about to think I forgot I was on the television show, because Don's sitting up here. I was like, I want to pray to God that I don't fall asleep. But I could feel the difference. But you know what, Lisa? Before you go, I wanted to show this video. I don't know if you got to see it, but I wanted to show the video with my first lesson with Director Flanagan.
Looking
We're gonna show it to you. right now. Okay, we're gonna show it right now.
We're gonna slowly bring the shoulders up to the ears, and then we're gonna roll them back. And you feel that? You feel the difference between the strength and the stretch. So you're stretching and strengthening at the same time. We're gonna slowly bend the knees, bring the hands above the head as we lift up in a sun salutation, hands overhead in prayer, lifting to watch. Now we're going to move the hands slightly forward and we're going to push ourselves into a plank.
Lisa,
That was great.
you know what we did? Well, first of all, I didn't even know I was able to do that or that bit because she is so flexible. Like the director is like, I was like, she got a head over her head, this here over here. I said, I'm not doing that because I might not be able to get up. How about that?
That's okay.
But the introduction is amazing, and I just want to just tell you how much I am just so thankful that Paul and Stacy thought it was very important enough for you to come on to our show, and you're welcome anytime, Lisa. Anytime.
I appreciate it, Tamika. Thank you so much.
As long as you're there, and we will see you on Friday from 3:30 to 5 o'clock at the Maureen Collier Center at 335 Bergen Avenue with the one and only Miss Lisa Watson. Lisa, we are so happy to have you be a part of the team and to be able to, spread your knowledge and introduce people like me to be able to come and be a part of this amazing, the amazing thing for our bodies and for our lives. And I'm truly grateful for you for that.
Yeah. And thank you, because it's truly a privilege what I do. So I appreciate that you invite me in and allow me to be a part of the leadership. So thank you.
We're so welcome. Lisa, I'll see you on Friday, but then again, if you're welcome, you can come next week as well. Thank you so much, Lisa. God bless.
Everything. You also.
Bye-bye. Take care, sweetie. Bye-bye. Oh my God. Yoga. Look at this. Yoga, y'all. Yoga. Who would have thought? Me doing yoga. This is why you have to keep your mind right, your head right. You got to keep, you just got to make sure that you have all of your faculties and everything. So whatever it may be, just maybe exercising. It may just be walking. It may just, whatever it may be. Whatever that is that you're able to find it and keep it, but never not be allowed to be introduced to something new. And I think that's the whole lesson of today, along with letting go of some of the old ways. Some of the stuff probably wasn't working. And again, I never thought I would do yoga, never thought that I could do yoga. But again, when someone actually be able to, you know what it reminds me of? This is what it reminds me of. Y'all know I talk about Monique, right? I talk about her all the time. Not only she's my diva, not only she's one of my rock stars, not only she's my sister, not only she cooks for my husband, not only she gets on my nerves, but let me tell you the main thing, what I love about her. She's always telling me, try this. She's like a beast at cooking. If you haven't tasted her cooking, she is like, she needs to open up a restaurant. She don't need to do hair. She needs to really just open up a restaurant and just cook. She literally, everything that I have tasted from the diva, and I'm one of those. I don't want that. That don't look right. I don't want that. I tell you no lie. It was one time she made some chicken. I think it was the thigh, and I never had the thigh. I didn't want the thigh. And she's like, girl, just taste it. Just taste it. That's what she said. Just taste. I said, I don't want that. I don't want that. Can I just tell y'all, to all of my youth out there, to all of the adults out there, why did I tear up the bone? I think I ate the bone. The bone might even be inside of me. I think I ate the bone. I say that and I bring that up because we don't ever want to try new things. So this could be one of those new things about your life, especially with us going through COVID. Especially, we know that we have to wear our masks, we have to sanitize, we have to do 6 feet, we have to make sure that everything is in order and that it's proper. But you always want to be able to open up that lens a little bit further. I say that because we have been on this show. We're going on, I think it's not the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. I think Don just told me we're going on 8 weeks. 8 weeks of doing a show. along with our partners at WBLS, Hot 97, my good friend Skip Dilliard, my good friend Toya Beasley, Michael, Matt, just everybody that has come and said, we got you. We got you. I can't believe that we have taken this project that our kids literally write from whatever their thought process is and take it from having an actual magazine, because we did. We have 5 covers. Got to thank Dr. Walker for allowing us to be able to print and take it and be virtual. So saying that, I'm going to talk about this young lady, because you know how we always talk about people and we talk behind their back, right? And y'all know I'm a firm believer. Don't talk nothing about behind my back. I ain't hard to find. Call me. Tell me. Let's do what we do. This young lady, her name is Lydia. Y'all hear me talk about Tashonda, you hear me talk about Wednesday, you hear me talk about Shay, you hear me talk about Don, you hear me talk about Rev, you hear me talk about Director Flanagan, you hear me talk about Sham, you hear me talk about Monique, you hear me talk about, and the reason why I talk about these people, because these are the people that rock out for us. This young lady I just had met, and I met her through Jamila, right? And I'm saying this because I want to make sure that our kids, like Yvonne Waller, the principal at Snyder High School in Innovation, normally she's on along with Assemblywoman Angela McKnight. I'm rocking out for them today because I know their schedules just got kind of crazy, along with Senator Sandra Cunningham. But I wanted to say sometimes we have to say and show kindness and perform it and tell people on how we feel about them. Lydia is this young lady. She's actually that works through this whole production that makes us do what we do and come alive, along with her and Jamila, right? And Lydia puts this stuff together. Her and Tashonda have been working together from day one. When we first talked about it, I was like, Jamila, this is not going to work. This is whatever. So Jamila said, I got you. Then I met Lydia. Lydia has the company, and what it does, it actually brings the magazine that when I'm used to being in the classrooms or being, in the auditoriums or being in the community, wherever, because of COVID, it shut us down and brought us here to be in a production studio. And she has turned that into, with the help of, and you would think that we all working in one room. We're not. We're actually Lydia someplace, Jamila someplace, Tashonda someplace, Wednesday someplace. Don is here with me though, because I needed somebody. Like Don got to be here to be taking pictures and video and doing what he does. That's like always. But Lydia is this young lady that literally, with her company, and I'm going to bring her on. And normally I don't do that, but now today we're going to start highlighting the people that rock spas. So I know you don't want to, and I know you didn't think I was going to do it, but I can do it because I'm the one that's rocking out, and I can do it. Share my screen with me, Lydia, if you don't mind, please, because I'm going to talk about you to your face.
Hi, Tamika.
How are you?
I'm well. Thank you for asking.
Well, I know this is not what you normally do, because you're normally behind the scenes and working with the whole production team.
I
But I wanted
am.
to say this to you, to your face, and I know I say it after we get off the line. I say it to you before we get on the line. I think I talked to you last week for about an hour. I think I talked to you for 45 minutes before we went
Right.
live, just to get that feel for it. Because sometimes, and again, this is not script, y'all. This is not script. I don't read a script. I don't have nobody typing what I need to say and people give me, this is what it is. This is not that show.
Mm-hmm.
And everything comes up on how we are led.
Yeah.
And Lydia, I want to tell you on how, not only how grateful I am to your company, and I want you to just tell people not only what your company does, but I'm going to tell it what it's done for me personally, and for this whole production of the city of Jersey City in the state of New Jersey, on what you have allowed to open up, not only in our high schools, but into the parents' homes, into the daddies and the mommies' homes, into the corporations, into the sponsors, into the friends, the families, the beauty salons, the barbershops, the makeup artists.
Yeah.
I say to you, what you have done, you have made it easy for me, because I don't know nothing about the virtue, the curtue, the Zoom, the loom, none of that. And I'm not going to act like
Okay.
I know. I'm going to tell you what I do know. I know how to put things together, and I know what it was supposed to be, because I always make sure that God is just guiding me and making sure that I'm following the lead up. And what you have done, and again, this wasn't planned. We talked about it. She didn't have no idea I was going to go into depth like this, but I think people need to know when they're rocking for you. And
Yeah.
you are one of those. Let me back up. not only she rocks with this, and she's a part of the whole Jamila T. Davis team and has her company, but as a woman, as a woman, a mother, as a mentor, all of that she is, and a spiritual, just connected. We was taping, right? And y'all know I tell a story. I'll tell it, right? We were here taping, and she could see me, like, because Reverend Rev be wanting, like, Reverend Rev is Reverend Rev. I don't want no problems with the pastor. Let me just say that the pastor get on my last weave nerve, my head nerve, whatever. And I know I get on his nerves too. But I'm trying to tape, right? We're trying to be professional. We're trying to get it right. So we got to have the TV up. We got to turn it down. Don, I'll be like making sure you good, Don, like that. Just making sure, Shy, are you good? Well, we can't bother the pastor. So Lydia says, out of nowhere, everybody, this is Lydia talking. Now, she don't know my husband from a can of paint. But
never met him.
I never met him. Mm-mm. But nobody ain't playing with Reverend Raff at all.
Right.
Now, I may yell a little bit, then I have to ask God, please forgive me, because I know I be yelling, going crazy. Lydia says, I'm going to fix that problem. She said, what kind of TV you have? And I'm like, what you mean, what kind of TV I have? Like, okay, we got a screen TV, whatever. She says, tell Pastor I'm going to take care of that. And I'm going to send him. Wait, stay right there, y'all, because y'all think I'm playing. Stay right there. Oh, you going to get it for me, Don? Don's going to get it for me. So I said, first, I don't know what she's talking about. I don't know what that means. But she sent Pastor some headphones. And I can't even make it up. First of all, I don't know how to hook them up. I'm waiting for Tashanta to get here or somebody to get here because we don't know how to hook them up. She said, I'm going to fix that because we want Pastor to be comfortable. Right. And that could be an easy fix for Pastor. Something that's simple. She doesn't have no idea on what has opened up to me that I'm going to open up for her because she looked after my husband and it wasn't just about her. She didn't ask me for not one dime for it because I was about to say, I got to cut a check. I got to give him a credit card. I got to do it.
And never will.
Listen, I'm telling you, here go the box. I'm waiting for Shy. Shy, so if you're watching, if you ain't watching, Shy, get over here. So you can hook these.
Go set up the headphones, Shy.
Come set them up. But I say this, and again, this is not part of the script because, again, this is not what this is. What this is, though, is that you have to recognize people that rock out for you and that make it do what it's supposed to do so we'll be able to help this younger generation during this, because we're going through critical times and through a crisis. And I know you're backstage, I know you're behind scenes, and I know all of that. But what you don't know is that I truly, I thank you with all the wig, all the weave, all the makeup, all of that. I thank you from my heart because every week that I've gotten on this show, I got to say, I look good. And you make me come across with you, Jamila, Don, Sha, Wednesday, everybody that's a part of it, the director, pastor, y'all make me want to continue to do even when we're in a crisis. So with your production, your company that has allowed this, and I want you to put it on the bottom of it so everybody can see that the company that is rocking out, that we have partnered up with, along with Jamila T. Davis, this young lady here has put this together. I had to give her some kudos because we have to build each other up. So people would know that, Tamika just not sitting here and doing this because I'm not. Let me be very clear. I'm not just sitting here and this happens. It doesn't. But you have to thank people that are doing and making a difference. And that's what you're doing, Lydia. So Lydia, do me a favor. And again, I know this wasn't a part of the show. Could you just tell our audience, because it's important with a young African, another woman, female, because a lot of people think that, we catty and we can't get along, we can't work along.
Right.
Negative. Would you just tell them about your experience from day one when we first started? And again, guys, let me tell y'all, this is not rehearsed. She didn't know I was going to do any of this.
Right.
We're just going to rock out. Right. Could you just tell, even when you first met me, and let me tell you, don't say nothing too bad because then I'm going to have to come with you back. I'm teasing y'all. Go ahead.
Yeah. So, it came across to me, Jamila and I work very closely together. I managed several projects for Jamila. And so she said, listen, I got this, sis. She has this idea, and she just need a little help. We just gonna do her kickoff. So I was like, all right, we're just gonna do her kickoff, a one-off. I'm like, okay, cool. You know, I remember you explained what you were hoping to do. I remember we got on the phone with you, and you didn't feel confident that we could do it. And I'm like, no, we could totally pull this off. This is more than reasonable. We could totally make this happen. And we did it in, I think, 2 days or something like that. It was not a lot of time. I think I found out about it it was 4 days. Well, I found out about it on Saturday. We had a production meeting on Monday, and the event was on Wednesday. That's what it was. And I'm really just privileged to be entrusted with your vision. Pretty much El Rouge events, you know, we started out, you know, doing private events for folks, baby showers and birthday parties and, you know, things like that. And eventually I said, you know, God, this is not what I want to do. Like, I want exactly what you asked. I want to get behind the vision of some folks, and I want to support them in executing. And so that's really how we arrived at this place. However, you know, COVID changed things significantly, and COVID is what birthed live production for us. You know, obviously events is a people high touch point type of it's an interactive experience. And so, you know, I remember just saying, well, how are we going to shift this? And I'm fortunate to have a lot of, you know, great folks in my network, and, you know, just with, you know, a little research and having the right people around me. A good friend of mine who's a bishop who was using this platform for her worship services. She was like, oh yeah, check this thing out. Another sis, right? Another Black woman who chose not to have a crabs in a barrel mentality and said, oh no, I'm gonna tell you exactly what to do. And it literally, it has catapulted your vision, which was an in-person experience that we now are able to transform virtually. And it just starts here. You know, you and I have talked about so many other ways as far as training and the young people is concerned, where Team Magazine will continue beyond COVID to be a virtual experience because it's the way of our world. So, you know, and it's so funny, you know, I say to people all the time as I'm meeting with schools and other clients, COVID doesn't mean canceled. It simply means we have to think creatively about how we're going to make it happen together. That's right. You know, so I thank you. I thank you for entrusting me. You know, I honor the pastor. I said, listen, the pastor need to watch his TV. Let's get it together with the pastor. But yeah, I thank you. And no, I did not know we were going to, you know, go this in depth. But, you know, we flow with the energy. We flow with the spirit. And so I'm grateful to you.
Well, you know what you said, one thing that was incorrect, but I think it was because I said it was incorrect. But no, it wasn't incorrect. You were right. You said, oh, she didn't trust us with her vision. And you know what? I sure did not. And wait, before you even got into the picture.
I didn't say that.
No, I didn't. I know you didn't. I just made that up with my wig on. I just did.
I said thank you for entrusting us.
No. In the beginning, my confidence level wasn't there because I never did this before. That's what I'm talking about. Right. Like even with Jamila, and that's my diva. Like, you know, even before I knew Jamila, you know, I know Yandy. And Yandy and I have such a bond. And then Yandy was telling me about Jamila. And I'm like, first of all, Yandy, don't be telling me about no one else. Let me make sure me and you rocking and we doing what we do. And then now we got Jamila. So now I wasn't, because I've been hurt. You know, people would say they're going to do things. And I'm not the one. Like, I'm not even beat. I don't care. I've been doing this for too long. Right. People can talk about their numbers. I don't care if I got one follower. I didn't even know. Did I tell you that Yandy set
you said she put you on social media?
I didn't even know. I thank God for Joelle Flint that helped me, that met through Yandy. But again, it wasn't my thing. But what I have to say, that's why you never know, because Michael, see, it goes back to that circle, which Michael is not only a part of my management team, a part of my growth, a part of my family. Like, she's my rock star, like she's just everything to me. Michael is the reason why I met Yandy, because I was doing PR from McDonald's and we brought Yandy in. And I'm going to tell you why I really dig Yandy, because Yandy was nice. How about that? Yandy was nice, and then turned around. I said, I'm going to salute her. Brought her to Kerry Woods. She brought her babies. I never forgot that in my head. Mm-hmm. I told Toya, I said, listen, I don't care where she go, when she go. She can come to this city anytime, and we're going to make sure that she is saluted, because she trusted enough with me to bring her kids to our city to rock out for somebody else's kids. Right. So that's what this was all about our trusting each other, because we do have each other as far as trust. And that's why I want to tell our youth. don't think it's just with you guys that you get in a dark place that you don't trust. Your friend done betrayed you over here, and you get here, and it don't matter. You're gonna get over it, and you're gonna get past it. But when you meet somebody like a diamond, like Lydia, and that's what you are to me, because it wasn't so much that you did with the production. Let me be very clear. It's because of what you did for my husband. And you stepped out of the rim with me and you and Jamila and Shy and Don and all of that. And now you listening, because I be going crazy. Right, what you doing? Right, what's going on?
Right.
Like, but I always got to make sure that he's good, because that's just what I have to do. But you stopped and said, "Oh, that's an easy." I'll never forget it. I was all crazy. You said that's an easy fix. They were here the next day, guys. They were here on a Sunday. We talked about it that Saturday. She said, "Oh, that's an easy fix." And I'm like, I don't know what she's talking about.
Shout out to Amazon Prime. We're gonna need them as a sponsor.
Where's the box? Give me the box. Who was it? Say it again.
Amazon Prime. Shout out to Amazon Prime.
Oh, okay.
24-hour delivery service.
Amazon Prime. Yes.
We're gonna need them as a sponsor.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna reach out to them. You ain't gotta worry about it, honey. I'm gonna reach out to
them.
But again, Lydia, I say all of that, and it ties into what the director said about letting go and just letting that positive energy to be able, and let us stop being so guarded, because I know we're already guarded, and then we're going to be protected. But when somebody comes like you to be able to, because we didn't know this lane, and I think that's the beauty of, because one thing I can always tell everybody, I don't know what you may know. I know what I know, right. And I know what I'm able to do. But I know that, and I can say this. Let me just ask you this question. When we first met, and I say this to Jamila too, because Jamila, if she's gonna watch this later, and this is why these young people, that's why you should be listening and making sure you're tuning into all of our high schools. And even if you're not a part of the high schools, if you're not a part of Jersey City, log in, because we're here to change lives. Knock on doors and jump out of cars. And it's not the police coming. Now we're gonna bring some with us, because they're sponsors and they want to help too. But we're coming in with positive messages. This is why this is so important with this relationship, because here is people could see two civilized young women that could sit up here and really, really not only conduct business, not only show the relationship of pureness, not trying to stab you in the back, not trying to see who's going to get the next this.
Right.
None of that. And that's why our young people have to see what positiveness looks like. And when I first met you, and me and Jamila, because I was looking at Jamila like she was crazy. I'm like, this is not going to work. Michael will tell you, I was like, whatever. It's just not whatever going to work. And when I met you, I said, are they really going to be able to take what's in my head? Because I got a lot in this head. Are they going to be able to take what's in my head and bring it to life? And when we met that Sunday, when we met, I already knew, because you know what you said. You said, tell them what you said. I'm not playing with Auntie. What you said?
Right, that was your name. All right, so this is the running joke, y'all. So when I first met Miss Tamika McReynolds, okay, and I remember it was a phone conference, and just your level of assertiveness, like you know what you want, and you're very clear and very direct about it. You make no qualms about it, which you should not. And I remember saying, "Ooh, that's Auntie right there." And in our culture, you don't mess with Auntie, okay? Because Auntie will get you. You know what I mean? So I remember that was your name. I was like, "Ooh, nope, that's Auntie Tamika." Now people like, "Yes, ma'am." Okay, Auntie Tamika, that's what you need. That's what you want. All right, cool.
But it's so crazy, because I think about that. I said, is that really like me? Like, and my team too. They look at, we've been doing this for a long time. Don been with me for over 20 years. I haven't changed. This is what I do. This is how I do it. Anybody that knows me knows this is what I do. I'm not here just because it's for fake. It's not negative. But I say that because now what we have built and what we have received to be able to share with the kids and with the world, it's like even with Skip, at Hot 97 and Pat, WBLS, all of them, it's like now with them even seeing.
It's 4 o'clock.
My laptop talks to me. Tamika can't stand how organized I am. My laptop talks to me every hour on the hour, people. My apologies.
Wait. Who does that, y'all? Oh, I can tell you another person that does it.
Siri.
Her name is Tashonda Carson. Look, my other amazing diva. But again, I wanted to just take this time out, just not only to let people know what's coming up for the future weeks, but when somebody like you that's sitting by our side, along with Yandis and Jamilas and all of them, you are definitely at the top of the list. And one thing you'll learn from me, I will not say nothing I don't mean. I will not do nothing that I don't want to do. And I wanted to take this time. I wanted to make sure that it's detailed, because sometimes we can rush, and sometimes our kids can't get, what do that really mean? Like, why is she really doing that? And let me be honest with you. The reason why I'm doing that is because it's to show kindness and to be able to show appreciation, instead of us doing da 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 and da 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 da, and none of it means anything. So when words come out of your mouth and actions come out of what you're supposed to do, it changes the definition of who you are. The same way with, Tamika up at Monique Techniques, and Shadiq up at Monique Techniques, and y'all hear me shout them out, because they make sure that every week, and that Diva Monique, which is not only the owner and president and CEO of Monique Techniques and of MoHair Foundation, they make sure that I am together.
Yeah.
That no matter if I'm having a bad day, no matter what I have to do, Monique and that team up there, and I got to say to them, I love you guys. I think, sometimes you got to pause. You gotta really just sit down and pause, because Monique thinks she a doctor too. I don't know if I said that, y'all. She thinks she's like, Dr. Ruth or something. I don't know
Chef,
who she thinks she is.
doctor.
Yeah, doctor. But
She's what we call a Black woman.
No,
we do a little bit of it all.
She's so amazing, because even when I'm like riled up and I'm like, I could just go there and she'll say one thing, and I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, I don't want to hear that. But I'm so grateful for her and for Deke and Tamika, because again, you got to show people and tell people thank you. So I think with this whole segment of not only letting go, introducing to new things like yoga, with all like we have Fode on from Dickinson High School. One of our students, he's our rising star. All our high schools are going to be on for the future weeks. I got to thank Jamie Morales and Dr. Walker, and I have to thank Mayor Stephen Fulop. I have to thank the Honorable, because sometimes people really, we just don't get it. And I'm saying that because anytime we can sit up here on the city website, because that would, again, I didn't even know how we can make this happen, and be able to share all of this positive energy, to be able to knock on doors with Tawanda Moody and Director Shay and Chief Kelly, and just everybody, to be able to share what we're about to do. They have no idea. If you're not following us at Team Magazine NJ, if you're not following the diva Lydia Smith at her company, and hashtag Healthy and JC, and all of those things, do it. Yeah. You will not regret it. And Lydia, I think my last thing to you before I close out, because I'm so full right now, because I'm so excited on what we have geared up for our kids for the weeks coming. And just so everybody knows, Angela McKnight, which is our assemblywoman, they on every week. They already text me. She's on with the Black Caucus, and we're going to put condolences out for Miss Yvonne Waller. She just had death in the family, so we want to send our prayers out to Miss Waller, because y'all know they normally will be on, and we got your back this week. We got y'all, so don't even worry about it, and we send our prayers out to you. But Lydia, before we go, did you ever think that we would be this far in the production on what we have accomplished so far? Like, what was your thoughts then, and now what are your thoughts now?
That's a good question. And I think we kind of touched on this a little bit, because initially I thought it was just going to be, a one and done, and you move on, and there's no connection, and it doesn't become a personal passion of yours, but I am, not only am I invested as a partner to Jamila, as my brand reputation is concerned, but I'm personally invested in your vision as it pertains to Team Magazine. And that I could not have predicted would be a thing at all. And then, something else that you said, and she was like, when you said, what I'm doing for you, because sometimes you wonder, like, well, what's the big deal? I'm just doing my job. But when you said, what I'm doing makes it easier for you, it makes me think of this meme I saw the other day, and it said, your services should feel like a hug and never like a shove. So when you're supporting someone, it should never feel like this distant concept, especially with technology being at an all-time high. And so many people are so uncomfortable and intimidated by it. I'm constantly being thoughtful about how do I embrace and meet a person where they are to manifest the vision that's in their minds that they don't even think is possible, and not make them feel like it's this distant, intimidating world that nobody wants to think about. Because, you know, when something is daunting and intimidating and scary, people just don't want any parts of it. That's just what it is. So I'm grateful that I'm able to, you know, to do that. And I mean, I honestly feel like we just scratched the surface. I mean, I know you are full and you are satisfied, but I'm like, oh, we could do this and we could do that. You know what I mean? So I definitely didn't expect it to become a personal investment of mine. I am so proud of you getting from a point of fear of the virtual world to, I mean, you know, you logging in on your own and you like, let me sound check, and you've got the language together and you like, can you send the backstage? You know, you got it, you know, you've got it together. So I'm grateful that I was not only able to serve your vision, but I was able to be a teaching tool for you in this ever-changing time, which is going to continue to change. And so for that, I'm super, super grateful.
Well, you know what? I think our kids do not even understand what I'm about to do, because literally, because of this avenue you have allowed us to be able to embark, they have no clue on what my mind, because my mind sometimes just go and people's like, well, where did she get that thought from? And I know it's nothing but God, because I always felt that I was the underdog. And I sometimes feel like our children think they're the underdog. But I'm here to tell you, you're not. You're not. And we are going to continue to rock out. And I will continue to make sure that people continue to cut the checks for our children. And I say to you, Lydia, and you know what? This was really, really, really good.
Yeah, I agree.
This was good. This was good right here.
I didn't expect it, but I agree.
No, I know you didn't expect it. Nobody didn't expect it. I didn't expect it. But I'm gonna tell you, when you lay something on your heart, you have to follow that. And then that's just what the director was talking about. When you're just letting go. You know what I mean? Letting go
of fear, letting go of not trusting.
All of that, because
it doesn't have to be anything traumatic, right? Because there was no offense, nothing happened between us, but this relationship allowed you to let go of some things that you were holding on to that boxes you in and continue to make you feel like an underdog. Now you know that ain't the truth.
Oh no, I didn't think I was the underdog then either. Let me just be
okay. Clear. I just want to be clear, Auntie. I just want to be clear.
Let me move my hair all the way around. But look, I want to move too fast.
You want to knock my butt out.
I want to tip it off. And then Monique would be screaming, oh my God. I know she's screaming now, oh my God. But neither here or there. I simply say the best is about to come. My husband has given the blessing, and he is proud of every week that we go on. I know the Honorable is proud. I know Stacy is proud. And I know our parents are proud. I know our kids. Next week, we're going to be starting saluting our high schools, all 8 of them. And we're going to rock out. We have surprises that you can't even imagine. And I'm going to continue to make sure that they know that we love them, that Jamila is like I said, behind the scenes, making sure that Fade and everybody is good, and and Kai. I gotta give a shout out to Kai. Next week I gotta have Kai on. I gotta interview Kai, because Kai is just that dude. He's just such a cool dude, and I know I even shocked him in some of, just with our first interaction when we met. And it's just beautiful when you meet people that can produce, meet people that are nice, people that you want to work with, people that are true to the table, and not just true to themselves, but true to the table, that don't mind sharing for our kids. Because if anybody knows me, we will give up our last, and have done it. And I say to you, before we close out the show, I am honored that Jamila introduced me to you, and I'm honored that you have entered into Pastor John H. McReynolds and Lady McReynolds' life, because you are the epitome of what kindness in a teacher looks like. Because for you to teach me and to be able to have patience. Because I know I'm a little rough on the edges. You know what I mean? Because I didn't know this stuff, but I know what I want. And you
You
made it.
do.
No, I do. I know what I want. Like, I know. But this navigation, and it's not just for navigating for me, it's navigating for the kids, so
That's
the
right.
kids can know that we're talking their language. You know,
That's
we're
right.
still saying, we're still being professional, we're still letting them know that you still can win during COVID. You still can win when people telling you you can't win.
That's
So
right.
that's why this show is so important. And I cannot thank Director Flanagan enough to allow us to be able to continue to rock out until November. And I'm sure if it needs to go further, and if she's able to do, she will do it. But she could have shut it down, and she
Yeah.
did not. So again, I thank you, my sister. I love you.
I love you
I
too.
honor you and I respect you. And I'm elated that you took the time to share the screen with me, from, producing from backstage and putting this person on. Just so you know, that's what she does. She put this
With the
person
double
on.
screen, I had to bring it down because I was like, I'm gonna be about to be looking up
I'm
3
making
screens
sure,
going on at the same time.
making sure everybody is on. So, Lydia, again, I love you, baby.
I love you too.
Again. I'm gonna go ahead and close out. You'll put me on the screen by myself because I'm gonna say some things.
Absolutely.
And
Thank
then
you.
you are welcome, Diva. Mwah. Wow. Here we go. This is our 8th one, Don? Is that what this is? This is our 8th show. I'm gonna make sure that that's what it is, because I always want to make sure that y'all have the right information. Because Don, if Don say it, then that's what it is. It might be 9, but guess what? We'll find out. To next Wednesday. If you're not following us at Team Magazine and J, go follow us. If you're not hashtagging Healthier JC, go hashtag Healthier JC. You have no idea what we're about to do for our kids here in Jersey City. We have surprises. Get ready. Let's go. I salute all of you. Thank you for attending the Pastor John H. McReynolds Team Magazine Open Conversations. Love you. Mwah. And I'll see everybody next week. God bless. Bye, everybody.